Welcome to our lecture online. In 1887, Michelson and Morley did a very interesting experiment trying to determine the existence of ether. And this was their assumption. They said, let's assume that ether is stationary in space. And the Earth, because the Earth revolves around the Sun, will be moving through the ether. Now, if the ether is stationary and the Earth moves through the ether, then the ether will appear to be moving in the opposite direction of the motion of the Earth. For example, when the Earth is over here, as the Earth is traveling this way, the ether will be appearing to travel in the opposite direction. When the Earth is over here, the Earth will be moving in this direction, and the ether will be appearing to travel in the opposite direction. And the same over here, 6 months later, when the Earth is here, the Earth will be moving in this direction, and the ether will be appearing to travel in the opposite direction. So let's say we send a beam of light in this direction inside the laboratory. Well, in this case, you can see that the velocity of the ether and the velocity of the light will be additive, and the observed velocity of the light should be the sum of the two velocities. So when we take the relative velocity of the speed of light, Earth's motion, which causes the ether motion to appear to be going in this direction, we end up with this diagram right here. Now, for the light to go from where we emit it to the other side of the experiment, we need it to go in this direction. We have to then slightly make the light go this way so that the ether will push it back here, and the observed velocity is going to be equal to the square root of c squared minus the velocity of the ether squared, kind of like the Pythagorean theorem. And then on this side, notice that the Earth will be moving in this direction. Ether will appear to be moving in this direction at the velocity of the same velocity as the velocity of the Earth. Speed of light is in this direction, so the observed velocity of the light should be the speed of light minus the velocity of the ether. At least that's what they theorized, and that's what they're going to set up as an experiment. So in 1887, they used a Michelson interferometer, a brilliant concept where you could actually measure the shift of the waves of the light that came back. If this concept was true, they should be able to see a shift in the light. And so we're going to show you on the next several videos how they set up the experiment and how they calculated and what they were expecting to see. Because after all, they knew approximately the speed of light, they knew the velocity of the Earth around the Sun, so they should be able to come up with a good estimate as to how much the light should have been shifted if the concept of ether and the Earth moving through the ether was correct. So stay tuned and we'll show you how it happened when they did the Michelson-Morley interferometry experiment trying to measure the ether in space.
That triangle makes the other sense if it's up there.
I know, but I ran out of room, so I put it over here.
It just looks funky down there.
All right, I will move it over here. So here we go. There we go.